You got someone in the doorway. Somebody in the doorway. Before I walked in, it was like somebody in the doorway. 2 seconds.
Did you feel anything when you walked through the door?
You're over there. No, I didn't.
There's somebody in the door.
Okay. Maybe if I stayed in there quietly, I might pick up on something.
Need to go down with the light.
Yeah, definitely. We need to get all that stuff. I don't know who's got torches.
I have to watch any else.
How dark does it go when the lights
I don't know.
It's dark.
Does it?
As any room.
I've got a torch in my phone, I don't drain the battery.
Yeah.
I've got a torch.
You can charge them.
Sorry for breaking my session.
Wow.
What's he saying? They were keeping me away from all you lot. Just want me with all you lot.
Yeah.
That's fine, yeah. That's what we...
You can try and sort you out when you're right back.
No, I feel that the energy was just keeping me back in the whole talking.
Yeah, I noticed. The thing is, it's gone. Already, we're getting into. We're sort of drawn in different areas, aren't we? Which is really weird, because ordinarily you'd all come together and do something, but like I'm sitting in a chair. I don't know why I got salt on my lip. I felt, and I was getting back pain as well, not my back pain. It's quite interesting.
That's why we walk around.
Yeah, that's right, and you can do things and check what you get, and you found out the history as well from Neil, which is
No, I
awesome.
did. It was all water off the duck's back to me. Do you know what I mean?
Hello, Neil Smith. Sign there too, Barry.
Oh, sorry, did you want a pen?
In a bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it now.
I've signed anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's alright, I might sit in the wheelchair.
Well, let's go for the wheelchair. Let's hope we get the equipment going off.
I understand that's actually.
I've just got engine oil. You know, from a lorry. So that stinky engine oil.
As you said, I can pick up on it. Just
Yeah, got it.
dissipating.
Is there anything?
Yeah.
That's a lecky red.
No.
I got it. I got
It
it.
was
I got
horrible,
it.
greasy engine oil, wasn't it?
I got the same smell as well.
Very industrial engine. There's a you can
I had
anyone sit
AD.
in this chair. That's a technique. I've actually sat in here before and felt like there isn't there.
This isn't my cough either. Definitely not my cough.
everything's gone here. So you imagine all the people who actually sat in this wheelchair. It's been on TVs this morning. One of the guests was actually, Newton was in here when I came here. It first opened. And they had a heart rate monitor on, medium sunlight from the dark shadow behind him. And this heart rate monitor just shot up through the roof. Look, it got a strong heart, otherwise.
You can imagine.
We had to get him out of there. Take him out of the building, basically.
We in Hinckley. Most forget me.
Myra Hinckley, what?
Are we in Hinckley? Where are we?
Hinckley.
Hinckley.
Sorry.
It's alright, forget where we are.
Well, Leicestershire for sure.
Leicestershire.
In the safe zone.
In the safe zone.
Yeah.
How far are we from Leicester? Not that far.
No. We're not too far from Leicester.
You set any of the equipment off in this room? Can you move anything in here for us? Hello, Lynn.
It's me.
It'll only map too, won't it?
Thing is with that, it can map chairs. There has been an instance at a house clearance with Phil Newton, who's here, and he was sitting on a bunk bed, so you could see him mapped. Something was on the top of the bunk bed.
That's not the best place to stand, is it?
I won't say it.
Did you jump then, darling?
Stick man was like pushing
Sorry.
me, and I was getting threatened, and it wasn't.
Oh, I saw this hairy arm coming towards me with the lights on.
At least you can do. I felt very coffee going in there. I can smell oil as well as you walk in the room. Just there.
What kind of oil did you smell?
Very heavy, deep,
Very industrial.
in
It was
deep
like,
mechanical room.
I guess in a factory, like a welding factory.
Okay.
A really strong, thick, like a lubricant type of oil.
Okay.
As if you needed a workbench as well out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something very industrial and some like metal.
The next room along.
It's coming. I got it for a second.
You got it.
Again.
The smell.
Yeah.
We just
Tia.
got a whiff of.
Tia.
Oh no. I've gone station. I've been whizzing around.
And stopped.
It's just stopped, and that's.
I feel like there's something going on with this chair, and I've got so much energy around my hands. But I feel like I'm slouching into the chair, like an older person. You just, yeah. Somebody who hasn't weight on them. Just feel like you just.
Need to put some equipment on here.
Like you're malnourished. Okay.
Guys,
You got.
Okay. Was that me? Where am I? No.
no.
Right, okay. Now, it hasn't mapped anything there
No.
before.
So this is in between
I'm
us.
standing over here. I'm out of sight.
Yeah.
Look at it as a mirror though. Look at the top right hand box.
Right there. So it's me. It's me.
It's here.
It's me.
Madam.
It is I.
It's
We didn't map you before.
takes time, doesn't it? So, you see, the thing is, if I'm standing here, it might be bouncing over that changed.
That's true,
Are
actually.
you with me?
Yeah.
So,
So it's nice that I actually exist.
not for long, my dear. Felt like I had to salute when I walked in.
Now, like, this is not my natural. Wait.
See, I'm moving again now. It's almost as though I was just blocked just for that period of time.
I know, I just want to sit like this, and like I don't sit like this.
I've already been in the chair, nothing.
With the
Straight
posture.
dead again.
Yeah.
Any
I
smells
just
there?
kind of feel like I'm really
Smells.
Centre it
big,
smells.
Yeah.
which obviously
Yeah.
isn't me.
Like insect
And
feeling.
I'm just
Yeah.
feeling like all
Incense
my
or
body's
something.
just like
It's weird as well.
They had
collapsing into
Industrial oil.
sort
And we
of
had
thing.
like
I
something
just feel
burning,
like
like,
all
like
bones.
charcoal.
all
But
bones.
Stomach issue.
it was
down
like something
here.
burnt, but you could smell the burning off that. So
Right.
What was that? No.
I just feel this is above. Sorry. Yeah. Just from above that energy, this
Yeah.
drag.
The
That,
energies are all around me here.
hi Thomas. I feel that came from above that way. Sorry, and dragged.
That's Gary Finn's record.
Hit me out there.
It came right, like.
Yeah.
Go on, give us a spike on the equipment.
Boom. Okay, then who's up for a vigil?
Yeah.
In the wheelchair. Do you want to do a vigil or are you going downstairs?
Into your snow there then.
We're doing one in here. We're all going to stand in a circle and see
It's
what
not
we
just
get.
me then. That's all right then.
It's dancing.
She's having a bit of it.
I know it goes down there. It's makes some bubbles.
Turn the light off.
Again.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. That's Sarah.
Just add that. A minute or two ago, the coffee fit.
like sticky in your throat and it's like liquid. That's what I've got over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he alright?
Show
Shall I switch the light off in there as well?
Yeah, Chris.
Is he okay?
We should
Is he
go.
going to sit
Nobody's
down?
there,
or-
is
Is everyone in here?
There's about 4 at the time.
Degrees in this place. Whoa. And that's just my orientation has just gone because the lights have gone off, but I feel as I'm just being pushed back by my shoulder.
So much energy.
Would the energy above like to come down? Come around us?
It's very, it will, your voice will do that.
Okay.
So if it does 1 or 2, then it's down
Is
to
it the same
this.
now?
Yeah, but it's not.
Not what's then.
It's not going to do it with the 5G or the phone or something. So. Oh, I like that. Can you tap?
Left shoulder.
Can you
Yeah,
tap that
yeah.
lady on the shoulder, please? Do you mind that?
No, it's fine. Just not the tits of the horse, okay?
Big tits about now. Touch picture anywhere else. She's given.
So the shadow behind you is just hilarious. You're like a superhero.
Oh, it's a real shadow. It is actually shadow.
It's your guardian.
Oh yeah, might be. Yeah.
Need to get a photo of that. Just like background fashion. Oh. I
Should we
don't
give
know.
it effect tonight?
I'll try and take a
Can you
photo.
give that person a little push or a nudge? There you go.
Way. We have a victim.
Never victim.
I love it when you volunteer, Chris.
Good man.
Has the gentleman already got somebody with him? Thank you. Don't know if we're going to do human pension tonight.
Oh.
Oh.
Thank you.
Should be behind him in front of him.
You're right there, Chris.
I'm on. What's that, Chris? You got to check that out.
Is the gentleman going to take something home with him tonight? Thank you.
In fact, Chris, turn around. Turn around.
You do not have permission to go home with the gentleman. You do not have permission. Please move away from the gentleman. Please step away. Are you getting who's with him?
Just, as you said, step away. I just feel like you need to click my fingers.
Yeah. We think he's picked up an elemental. Can you
Simple question.
Yeah.
Coughing things.
Sorry.
Can you take it away, please?
Chapter James.
Oh, that's true.
Forwards for yes, backwards for no. Jump.
Oh God, my hairs are on my arm that are massively up.
In the other room. That's a yes for me.
Are you with us, Chris? Chris?
Yes, all right.
Okay. I thought you were going somewhere.
That's right, didn't you?
Do you know who swirled past our friend before? Phil, is it? Is that
Yeah.
what his name's? Sorry. It's being turned.
Yeah.
Just turn it. Do you need to be in another room? Are you trying to walk us to another room?
Do you want to point to which room? Which room is it? Can you point, please, with your arm? Okay, thank you. I've got a draft there, and I've just got vibration in my ear there.
Where are you taking me?
Are you the thing that went into Chris's back earlier?
Did I salute you when I walked in the room?
Oh.
I'm actually going colder away.
Should be warm.
This is not your normal
Who are you?
pendulum,
Do
is
you know
it?
me?
Feels something coming on Chris.
Do you know me?
You just said call me.
Oh, let's go.
Are you right, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you're not. Come on.
Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Get him out of the circle.
Just relax,
Let him go.
hold on.
Go on.
You're right, Chris. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Chaps, the energy around you is showing us a grey beard, isn't it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
We've just seen a grey beard with you.
Okay.
I'm not going to let you fall, alright?
Okay.
People recognize, give
They
them
push
more
it wise.
energy to feet on Chris, so
We're going to
be
push it
careful.
away. Come on, Chris, let it go. Let it go.
We need not to do a circle.
Come back into the room, Chris. Come back into the room. Walk towards us, Chris.
Come on.
Come back into the room, Chris.
You're stronger.
Oh, you can see me. Let's go for a walk. Yeah?
Well, I got that in.
Let's on,
Can we have
somewhere
coffee?
outside.
Come
Come on, then.
Go on.
You with me? You with me?
Come on, Chris.
Okay. Al, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to step right in between you now,
Stand against this way,
Mhm.
please.
with all the red light. I'm just going to
Yeah.
go back with this.
Okay.
bead.
Are you alright? Watch those stairs before. No, not quite. Not quite.
Not back.
You're not back. Please step away. No, he's not back.
Come on, back. Back.
Come on. No.
Andy.
Chris.
Please let us out. Let us out.
Come on, Christopher lad, what are you doing? Get rid of it.
Okay, stop the
Get
screen.
rid of it. Yeah.
Ready?
You've just what better
Yeah,
not,
it's
you know,
not.
message
Okay.
might be on some features.
Okay.
Might be trade.
Are you
alright?
It might be playing
Are you
games,
well
I
enough
don't
to go
know.
back?
Okay.
I've got no link
Sure.
Can I
straight
get?
over there.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
I've got no link at all.
Okay.
All this was in the other room and that popped in.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go to the door now.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's critical, sorry.
Can I close the door, please?
Just try that, just see if you just bring it back in
Okay.
energy.
Bring energy back.
We need a light.
Okay. Nothing at the moment. Just a moment. Oh, you're going now, aren't you? I can see you. Nothing there yet, give it a moment.
It's quite strong.
It's fluid.
It's stepping forward, yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing, it's fine.
Oh gosh, that's weird.
Is that blurring in and out?
Yeah, it's like something's pinching your nose or something strange. It's like you've got something over your nose. That was so strange. Okay.
Up again.
You keep getting something around your face. Yeah, that's not you at all. Oh my gosh.
This is the coffin. This is the
Yeah.
Your nose disappearing. That's not you.
Is it a moustache?
Yeah.
I have a beard. Silver
Yeah.
beard.
Right, getting the moustache.
Have a look in the wall.
I can see it's just, and your throat is getting darker.
Well, what's it?
I thought it was swelling, but it is growing.
I've got no link, I've got no connection, but it's a weighted energy.
Mhm.
Very chesty.
Your facial features are going disappearing.
Yeah.
You're passing the fire.
I think it's influenza. I want to say influenza. Yeah.
Have you sat in a wheelchair?
No. Your throat looks like it's getting wider, but I think it's just filling out.
You're having a weird shadow around your face a lot.
There's no communication link there as well, so I don't know whether this is from the street, the
Mhm.
times, the period.
Yep.
Just because it's bounced on 3 or 4 of us
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So, just totally stepped back, but he wanted to show himself, I feel, to you.
Okay.
And that's why I just stepped in there. I wasn't trying to overtake her, just
No.
really was,
No.
No.
he was just wanted to, and that's why I shot over to you straight
Mhm.
away and said, look his beard, look his beard.
Yeah.
He wants, I feel,
Yeah.
to
Show me
communicate with you.
Okay.
All right. That's how I feel. You say nothing
Shall
at all
I,
to me.
shall I see if I can get him on my face? But you pull me out if it gets too dodgy.
We're on a live, so I'll.
Hey?
When was the last time we had a man into you?
We're on a live!
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was on live.
I just asked the question. You didn't answer the question.
Right. So who's actually had the cough? So you.
I've had the cough.
I've had the
I had the
cough.
cough as
You've
well.
had the cough.
I've not had it yet. I've just had.
That's 4 coughs.
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
That's good actually.
It's not even late.
Chris has had the cough, hasn't he?
Yeah. Very wide throat.
Because I thought, was it like a? Because I've been in a fire and I know what it's like to get, smoke in your lungs. That's what I thought it was. But seeing that then, that was more like influenza. Because it people gone to you. It's not F is it? It was that. You were doing that.
Rushed downstairs here.
Okay.
Chris, 3, 2, 1, you're back in the room.
You're right.
You're right.
Come on, stand next
Do you want to do a little
Are
jiggle?
you ready for round 2?
You
just had something rush up.
Something rush up the stairs.
Yeah, stairs again, yeah.
I'm going to stand in the hot seat, see
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
if you can take on a woman or not.
Because that was interesting, because Chris used to have to be pushed to start off with. I was being pushed from over here to start off with, and you were being pushed as well. And it's being pushed forwards each time. So I think it's trying it on a little bit.
I think it's betraying us something else as well.
Yeah.
I think there's a little game shit going on as well. So I would not look in too deep of early information that you get. There you go. Wide nose, goatee.
Mm-hmm.
Long hair. Just squint your eyes if you can't see it. You'll pick it up more. Are you angry towards me? Gives me pleasure. Can I help you?
Can you hear us, Jacqueline?
Do you not want me in the room? Say what you've got to say. Don't strike out. Don't strike out. It's a very deep set.
Yeah, very deep set. I'm going to say very manly and very
Yeah.
starey, stern eyes.
Are you a taller person in height?
Oh, stop, I want to smack Chris.
Okay, well I said the 9.
Yeah.
If you
And
want
something
to-
just touched me. I just
No.
walked into someone.
No, no one there. Phil's hand was needed, but not on you.
No, I've just walked into someone's. I'm fine.
Okay, but I felt that, Chris. I want to smack
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Me.
I wanted to
Frustration.
smack Chris,
Yeah,
so
but
I
no,
had
Chris
to
was
stop.
It's down
Yeah, you
to
okay?
me.
But I walked in. I
Yeah.
got something. I walked into someone.
Yeah.
But I feel what it's going to do tonight.
Just play around.
Like games.
I'm up for this game.
Very angry.
Well, it's very angry, wasn't it?
It was.
Good
I
game.
could pick up
I
on it,
really
yeah.
wanted to hit Chris because it was like, get out of my space, basically.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm with
Okay,
me. I'm with
That's fine.
me.
I was just going to see if it snapped back in. You should know me better now. don't you?
Yeah, I know.
That's fine. Brilliant.
I was testing the limit.
Right.
Do
Seriously,
something.
you're right.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
no, can we hold on a minute?
Yeah, I'm
Do
okay.
you just get a little wobble?
We've got
It's like
this.
something shoved past me. What the, you know.
Yeah, something's walking around, isn't it?
It's a massive cold air generator over here.
Just ask them if this was their property, just to let us work. Just a feeling that looking after the environment.
Can you speak?
Thanks for that, but that was a minority.
Got lockjaw.
We need to bring that forward.
Is that a mirror?
Can we bring
Mm-hmm.
this
Yeah, it is.
back, Chris? Yeah?
You go strong enough, yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
You're fine? Okay. Wow.
So it is no.
So don't get too deep, yeah?
Okay, he's getting all of us in one area now, leaving you two out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason you're out in the open then, Michelle?
I just wanted to walk over to this bit, that was all.
You, what did you feel you needed to?
I just felt it.
Oh, so where you want to go?
If I'm honest, I was actually checking the floor to see if I could actually feel it.
Okay.
It's like camber on it, or?
Yeah, it's quite unevenish, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It might be better.
Oh, go on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try.
No, obviously not.
That was me that knocked.
Push back. Right, okay. So we're in there then.
Oh, set it back.
Do it there.
Can't be.
That's what I was thinking, is it just
Oh, not set it still.
It's like that game where everyone's
Come
just
back at me,
I've
not
just
set it.
had something touch my leg now.
Just getting
No,
physical.
no, no, no. Yeah. So that's just moved, Jack, twice.
Wow. I'm just moving.
That's moved twice.
So there's something in there.
We're still at the
Want
moment.
you in there.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's you.
And
I don't know how you roll with vibration, but I just got the floorboards go behind me then. Yeah.
No problem. Try it again.
And the guard's gone up just to let you know, folks.
I wasn't even looking at the pram then.
Again.
I will be now.
Say again.
I wasn't looking at the pram then, but I am now.
Yeah.
It moved.
I want
Moved.
to laugh
Yeah,
and
it's
cry.
What, they bumped it first?
Yeah. I just want to laugh and cry.
It's your chair, Chris.
That's moving.
It's
Oh, man,
moving.
moving.
Is that your chair?
As I'm looking at it, it's
You've
like
got
it's,
to
it's
show me.
moving backwards, but it's not moving. If you get what I mean, it looks like it's moving. But
Yeah.
I can feel the floorboards walking behind me. Just that, and if I do that, you can feel that. That's
Yeah,
me. Yeah.
that's right.
But I can feel twice now walk behind me.
can you do that again? Can you move that object again? I feel someone's going to scream. I feel like someone's going to shout.
That's madness.
Energy's well swaying, isn't it? Well, but it's changed since you've opened that door as well.
So different, isn't it? Should Chris be near the wheelchair? I don't think so. I don't think
Flames on that, isn't it? So, see, I'm stood there and that is not moving.
Okay, let me stand at the side if I can make it move. I'm
No.
bouncing.
But you seen it come towards me, didn't
It's,
you?
it's moving now, but that was me bouncing.
Yeah. So we'll debunk that.
Just try it one more time. So this is me bouncing next to it.
so. What do you think so far then, Mark?
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
but
had to
it took
really
a
go
lot of
somewhere,
doing
didn't
to
I?
get it to move.
But I'd say you've gone through the ceiling there.
Yeah.
Spirit, can you move that again for us? Away from the bouncing. Now it's settled. Whoever moved that prior, earlier on, can you do it again? The sweat is roasting.
Roasting.
So that's 24 on. It's not a 24 night, is it? It's not 24-degree evening, is it?
No. I don't always trust the EDI to some degree as to
But that's settled.
temperature,
Mhm.
but if it's settled, then
It's
you look
settled.
to see if it goes up or down.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's 24 degrees.
It's
in
not
here.
24-degree night.
So obviously, but if it goes up 3 degrees, then I don't think
shall I,
that it's
Claire?
liberated
Right,
in
I'm going
the
to
same
put that in
manner.
there to see.
Hey Chris,
It is just noise, isn't it?
I've just been laughing and crying there. I just wanted to laugh and cry.
And that was your emotions, wasn't it?
Never effect like that before.
Just really nice.
It was bouncing all around. I think it started from above. And I think a lot's just going,
I've just had a drop there.
talk to me, work with me, talk to me, work with me.
Lady, just said yes. I'm behind you, Chris. Lucky as that.
Who else would you like to work with? Can you turn that person around? Turn the person around to face...
Can you turn somebody else around, please?
To-
Nails.
Turn something else around then. Move an object on the ceiling. Put your energy on an object on the ceiling. Didn't you see that?
There, down there.
Yeah.
Can you move that?
Please step away from that gentleman.
Very sensitive. Takes into what's going through all the time.
You mean I'm not sensitive?
Bless you.
Oh dear. Oh God.
You got tears?
Yeah, it's chronic now.
I was like happy then. I wanted to cry, and then Chris was like,
Okay, Bambino, child.
Yeah.
The lady of the house, did you have a miscarriage? The former lady of this property. A child that's not been on this plane. An energy that's not been on this plane.
Unplug.
Yeah, it's more right now.
Unplug. Recharge.
So what is everyone's state of headachiness and feelings right now?
I feel like I've been on a fairground ride. It's just
"Yeah, I'm
swirly spinning.
swaying.
You've got swelly spinning.
I'm swaying back and through."
That's killing me.
That's killing you. Well, that's because your spine's on the shelf.
I feel quite good. Feel quite good. What
Yeah.
I felt just as you asked the question was, we all need to move around to see if we sense what's just gone on.
Yeah.
See if
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
get
good
it
idea,
different.
Yeah.
I feel that.
But I was getting like
Oh,
laughing and
spot
crying
on.
there
Good
earlier, where you are, Sarah.
Sorry.
Where you are, Sarah. That's where I wanted to laugh and cry.
I'm feeling a child down here.
Have you got a
Okay.
child?
Because
Yeah.
I was laughing, but then so much I wanted to break out into real screaming, crying, which then obviously.
Again, the child obviously over there, I felt. Now my wife had 2 miscarriages, 2 girls. So again, I don't know which one with me.
I've seen towels, about a second or two before you've mentioned
Okay.
that. I've seen towels, a lot of towels.
This chap's missing his wheelchair. I don't know if you can get back to his wheelchair somehow.
Oh, bless you.
Why don't we ask him to bring the wheelchair to him?
Yeah, would you like to bring the wheelchair in? We can open the door.
No, don't just, go with that. Just
Let's open the
bring
door.
it to him. The gentleman's old, he wants his wheelchair. You bring it to him.
But we can open the door and then see if it moves.
I feel we need to switch
Yeah,
positions
yeah.
just to see what you experience.
We're going anti-clockwise here.
Anywhere.
That's superstition.
Yes, absolutely.
Come on, let's go clockwise.
Let's go clockwise.
Yeah, that's right.
Just in case.
I'm superstitious, but I'm not.
I've got a fire here.
Oh no, feel it again.
Oh God, I'm not. Really.
No, I would like that to
Wow.
move towards you again.
Gee, yay.
Yeah,
Well.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Don't go backwards.
God,
That's it, isn't it?
I can't stand.
That one. That's
Yeah.
it. Up in it.
Don't fall over. Just stuff behind me.
Go to the sides of that. I would like that to move again.
I'm cold. I'm really cold.
I couldn't stand up. Oh. Right, the floor shaking as well.
Yeah, it feels like if that floorboard's walking
It's
behind
like-
you.
it's bouncing.
Has anyone got left knee pain?
Do you know what? I was just.
We're both standing like old people hunched over, me and you.
Synchronised coffee.
Right.
My head is horrible.
Okay. So is this cough? Is this a smoking cough? A smoking cough. Isn't it?
It's my feet.
No, did you wear that?
That was my breathing.
No.
Mate, go
There's something here.
Do you have influenza?
I can't even describe the sound of it.
Nice.
Like that.
No.
That sounds weird. I thought it was you.
No, I don't make noises like that, thank you.
Does he have your wheelchair found? Have you been putting those symptoms onto someone in this room? Okay. Right. The person you've been affected. Interesting. It's putting to Chris, but it's putting to you.
I'd watch him.
And going
Let's do it again.
backwards. It's been to
Get
you.
Chris.
I'm
Oh, God,
going to Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have that crash on the shell.
Just to
So
clarify.
if you move over here a bit, we're alright.
Are you
What's
affect,
the person you're affecting?
are you affecting Chris now?
There's something on the floor down there as well, don't
Yes. Oh, that's the middle
we? Move
floor.
that.
What's the person you're affecting?
Move that if you. That's got it.
I just get the bingo card every time.
Have you come with Chris today? Are you joining Chris from this building? Come back to me, please. To clarify for me, did you come with Chris today? Have you attached yourself to him from the building, please? Did you hear that?
That was literally outside the door.
Yeah.
Was it outside the door?
Is that right
Yeah.
there?
Is it a shop?
No, there's a button on it.
Oh, right.
Standing with it just so
Debunked.
Debunked.
Is that, does Annie want to come in?
Do you want to come in, Andy? Yes, I'll listen in.
Not twice for yes.
Did you want to come in, Andy?
Yeah, I could do it.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, come in.
You can what?
Not now.
I'm boiling.
Absolutely
I'm
boiling
sweating.
hot now.
I'm sweating.
It'd be
I just
good,
changed it.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Hot, cold.
it'd be good if you got something low down on that.
If you get a child.
Alright.
Would be
I've just
And that
I've just
in
changed
between
one
us.
Cold down
upstairs
there.
and it's disappeared.
It's right here.
Yeah, my head's boiling.
Yeah, I know, I'm actually sweating.
For the pendulum and everything settles down.
What is it? Well, temperature doesn't do that. It's either cold or hot.
Alright. We're ready for a pendulum. I've got a question. Did you visit Chris from here and go to his home during the week?
That's a yes. Yes with a rod.
Did you acquire another spirit from Chris's home and you brought that here as well? So there's two.
Yes from the rod.
And this is the same spirit at Marty's ankles. Forward for yes. No. Okay.
What's the intention? Why? Why are you doing this?
Because they can't go on.
Because it's easy.
Oh yeah,
Because it's too easy.
you're coming into my space, so I want to know what you're about before you get here. Is that correct?
That's the rod. Are you wanting to go move from Chris? Correct.
Have we just sussed you out?
Yes.
You giving me verbals now?
Yes.
I do believe you're a parasite.
I've just seen you for who you are.
Have we seen you for who you are?
Not fully yet.
answering. Not
Not
answering.
fully yet.
Not
Not
answering.
fully yet. As I done the walk around, that's what I gave. Is they don't know how to portray. If you want the full hands on, we'll give you the full hands on. How do I portray how I want to portray?
I knew somebody would get grief in this room. I've just got a different person.
Do you want to move on from Chris?
Yeah, fine.
I don't know that is it, no.
Do you want
Just
to move on
relax.
from Chris?
Relax the energy, relax, work with us, don't work against us. We're not here to harm you.
Wants to move on from Chris.
We'd just like to understand you, that's all.
Oh.
We just want to know who you are. Please don't do that. You wouldn't like it done to you, would you?
Come on, respect. We respect you, you respect us.
We just want to know about you, that's all. And I'm sorry if that's a start, but I've had visitors.
Okay, that's working it out now where we're coming from now. I think he's trying to get an understanding of what you're actually after now.
We just want to find out about you, that's all.
Will you tell us anything about yourself? Yes.
Were you human in a human form, like us?
Not by the shape of my
Are
hand.
you human? Yes.
Is it 4 for yes, but for no? Yeah.
40, yes, usually back for now.
Were you human? Yes. Lots.
Did you have rickets? Did you have bone problems?
Did you have bone problems? Saying yes.
Because I felt
Did you have lung problems? Verify.
Right, I'm okay. I'm getting
No.
that. Please confirm if I'm right. That you're just showing us how you were, and that you don't wish to inflict anything on this gentleman.
You don't want to harm Chris, do you? Yes.
not happening.
No. I'm getting it's somebody who was nice, who actually is just showing us.
Go
how
back to how
Chris
you was
passed.
prior, before the end. Go back to how you was prior energy when you was well, you was fitting well. Go back to prior how you was fitting well.
Do you want to harm Chris?
His stature's totally changed.
Yeah.
Feel fresh now, feel great. Your body's okay now, isn't
I
it?
feel that he wants to hurt
Rods aren't
us.
moving.
Okay, I'll ask you the question again. This chap has just stepped back 10 years. This energy has just stepped back 10 years prior to an illness, an ailment.
Do you want to harm Chris? No.
Thank you.
Go back to middle school, please.
Are you just trying to show us how you were?
Are you showing us how you were?
Towards the end, that was.
Yeah.
Yes.
10
Oh, very
his
yes.
energy's-
Thank you.
His energy's stepped
That's
back a
it.
decade.
Were you in a wheelchair?
Were you in a wheelchair?
Thank you. Bless you. Did you,
From what age?
36, was it 36?
I get tears, I'm not crying. I just feel I'm rubbing my eyes.
Were you under 30? I'm getting a yes. Were you under 20? No.
Was it 1936?
Was it 1936? No movement.
1934,
1934. No movement.
1834.
1834.
Is 36 a relevant number?
No movement.
It's draining me.
You don't let it.
This is fun.
So are we
Is that your
identifying?
wheelchair in
I was gonna say.
the room? Yes.
Oh, did you affect me 2 years ago?
Did you affect Phil 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Definitely.
Did you pass with your heart?
Thank you.
Yes.
That's one out of 100 foot long.
Thank you.
Did you lose a leg as well?
Oh, I picked up on him before.
I had
Yeah.
varicose veins. When you asked that question, I could see varicose veins.
I
So
have.
you sussed me?
I've sat in the chair before and had a leg missing from
Did
the
you?
knee down. Yeah. Thank you.
That's weird because when
Is
you
that
sat
why
in,
you're
in
staggering
the chair
around?
earlier on,
Yes.
I almost said to you, I just wish you've got all your lower body of you, but I thought no, let's skip that.
I.
Can you tell me which
It was
leg
somebody
it was?
different in the
Was
chair.
it
at the
your
time.
left
Somebody
leg?
who was emaciated, which I got.
Was it your right leg? Got a right leg. Just to clarify, was it your right leg?
Did I ask the question of so you got a sore knee? And
Yeah.
my
You
bit
did
left knee,
earlier, ages
Right,
ago,
yeah.
yeah.
but
Just to clarify again for me, was it your right leg? Was it your left leg? Definitely right. Did you lose your leg?
No.
You're right, Chris.
is the 18 energies around us now at present, Spirit?
Well, you're on the town spirit.
So I'm trying to see the rods as well.
Yeah.
Because I think this would be a very strong energy to keep
Do that to clear you.
other energies back. Very strong energy to pop in.
Are you still with Chris? Yeah.
Do you want somebody to go and sit in the chair?
Want somebody to go and sit in the chair?
I don't feel.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you want Bill to sit in the
Cheers.
chair?
Not moving. It's your chair, isn't it? I can't actually see the rods now.
Have you pushed a chair?
Yeah.
Have you pushed a chair before?
Have you pushed the chair before?
Thank you. It has been seen to be moving.
Can you push it now?
Can you push it now?
Don't ask, you don't get.
Can you push it now?
Wait. Oh God, I can't stop now.
Is Chris wanting to go in there again?
I've got wobbly legs. Right. I'm as wobbly as this.
Do you want to go in the other room
Back to
again?
your chair.
Do you want to take him back to your chair? Do you want to go back to your chair? Yes.
Okay.
Take back to his chair.
Just the one wobbly leg or both wobbly legs?
I feel like
What, as in you haven't got your bones? Or
Space
what, in
that.
pain?
They're physically shaking.
Okay.
Like they can't work. They're
Wow.
just in a mess.
You okay? You drained? Hey? Do you want a bottle of water? Playing, innit? You alright?
Back in your chair.
Much cooler in here, isn't it?
It's a lot cooler in
There you
there.
go.
Lot
How
cooler.
about that? Yeah, saw this last. Stood here. I had a leg.
Seriously?
Yeah. I stood. I had a leg there. Right,
Wow.
right leg. Knee downwards. I stepped out of the way and it's still no leg.
Can you communicate? Can you use his voice box, please? Use Chris's voice box.
Can you use Chris's voice?
Use his voice box. You see the moustache coming on him now?
Moving his, who's moved?
Don't want to talk to us in here, do you? Are the rods working now? Can you take me to yes, please? Can you take me
You
to
see his
no,
moustache?
please?
Sorry.
It's alright, they're not working in
I think I'm just trained, that's no problem.
Very effective.
Oil,
Yeah.
engine
Yeah.
oil again.
Dark.
It's quite noticeable.
Very thick top touch,
Yeah.
isn't it? Bring it fully through. Bring it fully through. Step fully in. I felt like I had a cut or a knot to the top of my eye earlier on in there as well. Did you have a scar on one of your eyes? Have you had a fall?
Bedroom.
Say again.
See the bedroom.
See in the bedroom.
Okay.
Okay. So that's my camera just gone off.
There's no one here.
So was it secure?
No, it's on tripod.
Okay.
Thank you. Never had that done before. Last time that happened was Jamaica in. I don't know whether I might have
Fall the flat tray.
the wrong way round. Shouldn't do.
Movement on the floor, but then again that.
No, we weren't moving the floor. I've got footage anyway.
Just go with the question. You could see the bedroom.
Yeah.
Go back to the bedroom.
What's the bed like moving the bed?
All night.
Because I've got.
Oh, yours,
Sure.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You've got asthma in it. It's like an asthma, is it?
Do you know who did that? There's no way that tripod can move. I've just had to
It's
alter the leg to settle.
Yeah. Bang.
It's like a tickle throat, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's like it's a block.
Oh, okay. Is it like you're being hung?
You can see the bedroom. Go back to the bedroom because that's where the tripod come
Like
off.
It's inside.
Are you looking for your partner?
Almost like something's been poured.
Like burnt?
Something's been poured in.
Something really hot and it's burnt.
Yeah, it's got beds on here. Dark.
He looks like he's got an egg on the side of his head as well, on the right hand side.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
a beard. It's whether the light's causing it, but
Well, I'll
it
stand.
does look like he's got a face.
Go back to the bedroom. That's my iPad, just to let you know it's.
Can you share which side?
We've had the little pram move, haven't we?
Interesting.
That's gone off. That was on alive when that's gone off.
Really?
Yeah,
But it
that's
didn't move when those guys were over there.
No.
Want to talk, Chris?
What is the bed? It's, that great big wooden headboard.
Are you looking for your wife?
No.
Okay. You're getting a link now. The link in the connection's getting stronger now.
Are you a mayor or an important person in your town?
No. Quite comfortable, I think.
Do you have an estate?
No.
What's your house like?
It's a large one.
It's got columns outside the front door. Wheelchair's moving. Put your hand on there. That's just gone back when I asked the question. Do you have columns outside your front door? Do you have white columns, sir? Feel it?
On there.
So was you well off? Plenty of money.
Comfortable.
It's fine to say things how they are.
Are you from Warwickshire?
He's got them sideburns, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. So, okay, sir.
Alright. Do you have a vision?
It's about to say on your throat.
Oh, it's moved down.
Are you still with us?
Can you tell me who's on the throne of England? Is it Elizabeth II?
George.
George.
Is he a young George or an older George?
Was you born in 1834?
Is 36 a significant number to you? Are you okay? Put the light on.
Do you talk?
It's like,
Were you highly respected in your town?
it's okay.
She seems to be shuddering okay.
Do you have an heir? A son you're going to leave your lands to?
No.
Do you have a daughter?
No.
Did you have children?
No.
See who moved things. Did you see who moved things in the other room when we were in there?
Are you happy being here with the company?
I'm happy here.
Please. How many people are in this room with us? Do you know how many are around us, please? I guess that's quite a strange question.
Are you looking for your bell? Are you looking for a bell?
No.
Okay. Would you have a bell?
Your face has gone really strange. I shouldn't say that, sorry.
His lips is just puckering. It's just.
It's very... Did you come in?
Did you?
Oh, what's that
I
little
was going to
thing?
say, who's that then?
Oh,
No, it's me. This is me here.
no, but there's something...
What's this here?
You got a dog? Required a dog or something? It's not that head behind you. Behind you.
It's a chair.
Oh, is it?
It's a chair.
That's... Right,
That me?
that's weird because
Chair.
it's got Mark, but it's not got me in it.
It's a chair. Whatever it is, it's there.
What the?
That's moving. I'm not moving a muscle.
Move your arm, Mark.
So what's that picking up?
Because... What the? Sorry, where is it?
Here.
Look in the top right hand screen to work it out.
Oh,
Chair.
It-
I'm on a chair.
It'll only map to. I'm leaning forward, so it's
Yeah.
something behind. It's picking up you. I think it's
but
picking up you.
It doesn't seem to be picking up.
See, look at the right hand.
That's something, yeah.
See,
Ah, okay. Yeah.
it'll only map to.
Oh, can't go.
You gotta go.
I've got to get up.
You gotta get up. Okay, in your own time.
Okay.
You all right, sir? Rigor mortis.
We forgot all about Chris. That
Yeah.
anything could have happened.
Back in the room, Chris.
He wasn't going to fly across the room, was he? In that. I think that's been his safest place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he have a servant? Did he have somebody waiting on?
No,
Ju-
I've a feeling.
Yeah, it's got sideburns.
Yeah.
So,
That's all right.
yeah.
I've a feeling you might have been abandoned, you know.
What?
I've a feeling you might have been sort of abandoned where he were. He was sort of in this bedroom.
I felt he was looking for a bell, some type of noise.
I get-
There didn't seem to be anybody coming for him at all. He was just
What the? Oh, it's hard work, isn't it?
I,
almost forgotten.
I don't know.
okay, could you see the vision of the bedroom? Could that
Yeah,
clearly?
Quite
In the chair, there's something.
quite a brown bedroom.
You know
Yeah,
what?
really
I'll
big
just go
old
and sit in the
bed.
chair. That'll sort it out. If that's what it is. Oh yes, thank you very much. Don't mind if I do.
Neil. Steve, don't work too hard.
Someone
Linda,
move next door to me. Oh, down.
so we're just quite intrigued of what's being mapped on the SLS at the minute.
It's quite strange, Rick.
And what was that?
I would not go with the big one. I'd go with the smaller screen to work it out.
Yeah.
So that's me moving now.
Fox Razors,
Yeah, it's not easy, is it? Because it's like milking this chair, isn't it?
Who's raising that?
yeah.
Bill?
Yeah. That one's
My
up there,
hand.
is that me?
Okay.
Oh, can't pick me up. It's over here, isn't it?
Is that dot?
Ah,
Try
that's
and
you.
That's
Yeah,
me.
that's you there.
I'm a dot.
your dots.
I'm an orb.
So this.
2 dots.
So use 2 on the right is what it's mapping out, these 2.
It's not getting me.
No.
Unless I'm a dot now.
You've got a
Oops,
dot.
I'm
No, you're dotty.
There.
I'm potty.
That's how you feel now.
Oh, wow, that's a big one.
So what could you feel with your body? Could
Wow.
you feel symptoms or ailments or emotions?
Emotions, yeah.
Emotions.
Very much
Bless
so.
you.
I never cried on an investigation before.
No,
Bless
dear.
you.
I know what made do that.
So was it sadness? Was it grief?
Grief,
Was it
definitely grief, I think,
Grief?
yeah.
Okay, bless you.
But I think he was really upset that he can't get into his chair, I think.
Oh,
I
bless
wonder
you.
if he's stuck in there or something and can't get to it. Because the chair's always been there, hasn't
The
it?
chair
in
has
there?
been there.
It does,
yeah.
yeah.
how do you feel? And to start off with, it was almost, I won't say aggressive, but it was very forthright to start off with.
Yeah,
and then
quite a
things
strong
calmed
push.
down, didn't it?
Yeah, quite a strong pushing and shoving.
I
So
think.
do you think he was showing you what he was like as his strength as a younger person? And then it
No
came
idea.
through his ailment?
Was it frustration? Was his frustration initially coming through? And then I clicked on that. He was actually a nice person.
Yeah.
But he was showing. What are you doing now, Chris?
His eyes are rolling. Okay.
Go ahead.
Not communicating.
No? The face change then.
Can you tell us your name, please, so we know how to address
Size
you?
and the height of what the height of you is, what it's like. Keep me eye on you.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Good evening, sir. My name's Jacqueline. How are we today?
Fair.
Fair. Has the nurse been round? Are you waiting for the nurse? Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Do you
quite-
need your
quite-
medication?
quite, no, I feel lethargic, very, yeah, as if my skin, I feel like my skin's grey, you know, where you've got a slate grey skin. I feel this is quite close to the end.
I got that you've got Parkinson's or some sort of illness then because you, yeah, stress or
Palsy.
you've got some. Is your name Michael?
I've got no name,
You've got a name.
I've got no name. Somebody in the doorway watching you all though, when I sat in it straight away.
Okay.
Are you with the gentleman? Are you protecting him?
Again, with the first energy that came in, I feel it was hovering behind
Mm-hmm.
here. I feel that this is a reduced energy now that's here. I feel there's a reduced energy and that's just stepped totally back. There's definitely somebody watching you in the doorway. And there's an energy that's behind us here, which was the
first entity
That's
who
what I
came in.
felt.
That was the
Right,
first entity who
okay.
came in.
Yeah.
And it was like, is it when it looks down from the top of the eyes, I feel
Correct.
it's
Yeah.
gone back in.
You can all step forwards, that's fine. Can all come and communicate. It'd be
Okay.
nice to talk to
How do
you.
you do this? Why do you do this? What are you up to? It's just whys. Why? Why are you doing this? What you're after? What you're here for?
We're just nosy.
Very nosy,
We're very nosy, I'm sorry about that.
inquisitive.
We
I feel
are.
like I can't open my eyes as well. Very watery.
I've actually got movement in the next room.
You've got movement in the next
He's
room.
hanging back, it's a shadow.
Wow,
Okay.
amazing.
Definitely there.
I
Coming
know.
in.
Well,
Again, is that doorway a barrier?
Because we had the same problem with a bit of pendulums.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
starting.
Got a big change, didn't you?
How I feel, I want to rush.
Yeah.
Get up and rush in there. Can't see what it is. Can't sense what it is. We just need to not go in there, but the energy here, again, I feel the conflict with the two energies, conflict with
Right.
the overlap. It's like there needs to be a nose to nose or a face to face. But the energy would have gone like nose to nose with you to go, square up,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
Yeah,
keep
definitely.
asking questions of you. We just want to know about you, really. And that's the
I'll just sit in the chair, darling, so you can just pick up on that weighted energy behind.
They'll grab hold of me when I start screaming.
It changed. It changed 2 or 3 times. The first energy was looking like that. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
right, there's a technique.
bum in first.
Oh, okay. You need to get your legs either side of it and then grab the arms and just be careful. It is rickety.
Is it middle energy?
do this.
it was back. There's a unit just along that wall there,
Yeah.
and it was right there.
Sorry.
It moved left to right.
You're drawing me
I had a
here,
hairy arm shoot at me earlier on tonight.
How
All right.
now?
Setting
I
them
was
up.
inches from the doorway and his hairy arm came out.
You alright, Sarah?
Yeah, that happens there apparently.
What's that? Just here or there?
You're here. But I need to show you a picture.
Thank you.
Have you taken a photo? Or did they have it?
That's not Chris, is it?
No.
Let's have a, I've got footage where he's. Oh yeah.
Oh, look.
Neil recognises that person.
Very long in the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting his chin disappear and getting. I've got amazing footage, I think, on video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very long in the throat, isn't it?
Yeah.
How are you, Michelle?
Show you a picture of her.
Ooh,
So it's
That's
not
that's
you.
not me.
Just there.
That's
Well,
not
yeah,
me.
isn't it?
I kind of felt I was
Oh,
kind of
God.
melting into the
That's
chair.
not me.
The person associated
You know, like
with that
you're
wheelchair.
emaciated and your bones are just bending with the chair.
Yes, I would totally agree with that. I've got no strength and I'm just like,
Yeah,
I've
it's
sent it
just-
to him.
Nice moustache,
Your
darling.
carcass is just.
and I shave as well.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I just feel pushed.
You just feel like your whole body is like filling the chair, don't you? Know what I mean? Everything's just.
And what is interesting when we're looking at Chris, his chin was up, looking up as well, and that's how I just feel as if I can't do anything, and there's just no strength there.
Spirit energy in this room. Can you knock the tripod over again and the camera? You see that moustache from here, can't you?
I'm never going to live this down, am I?
Just try and blend it a bit more. Come fully forward.
Might flash.
Oh. There's always one, isn't there? At least you're one.
Honestly, I don't
Something's
think I
just
straight
gone
when Chris is
down there.
flashing.
Another
On the
flash went
stack.
off. Something's just gone down there, but that was white after that finished flashing. And I feel.
Are you getting some there?
What have you got?
Let's just
It's like my lungs are deflating. But you can hear.
I don't want to focus on you.
Let's clean the camera.
It's like my lungs are getting smaller and smaller.
What was the first thing you gave to me? You said, was it TB, was it, or something? You mentioned when we had influenza, when we had all this coughing fit and all that.
Yeah, I'm just using the top part of my nose. My eyesight's gone grey. My eyes are closed, but my eyesight's gone grey.
What did I give in the chair? Grey. I could see grey. But I felt it was skin close to the end. Here we go, slate grey. Go back prior to your ailments. Go back prior to your ailments. That's it. So just step right back. Step right back.
Flash again.
There seems to be something coming off your chin. I don't know if you've got something. Oh, it's probably a light.
I'm going to turn the light round sideways.
Yeah, it's picking up the side. It's on its own. It's having issues with uterus, to be honest.
Do you remember having a fall?
Yeah.
It's a line. It's like a fault line in my head.
You scrape your head.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
Mm.
Oh, you're alright.
Gosh, that wasn't very nice.
Is that the impact that you lost the leg with?
No, I did.
Stop the
Fracture. Fracture here, but up my leg, the pain.
Do you have blood here as well? This is like a fall. Just bear with me.
I should have carried on the video then.
Oh, great.
You lost me at moustache.
I think it's alright, it's on Facebook Live, you're alright.
No, that's enough. That's enough
Okay.
for me.
I could spell engine oil again.
Is it off something ran it? Is it the bags or?
I don't know.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
it-
That's
I'm just
bone
going to
split.
bed.
It's not something
Bone
mechanical.
split.
But there isn't anything really
Sheared the
mechanical
bone.
here.
You can't repair it in them days.
There's nothing
Right,
like
okay.
oiling machinery, is there?
Don't
It's
let
that.
the bones out skin.
Ah.
They just
My dad worked on knitting machines, and it was that sort of oil smell which was on the material.
Earlier
My
on
mum
the
had
top
to
screen.
sort out.
Yeah.
That sort of
I don't think it's linked with the building.
No.
I think
I
that
could
that
smell
prior
down
to
to
it
the
happening.
material, the
Ah,
whole like
the
wool
paint.
or
That
something
makes
to
sense
stay
then.
with me.
So, but want something to go off in there. They'd give us need that in there first.
Mhm.
The stairway to me down.
Yeah.
And the stairs and down.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Wow. Awesome. Got
That's
a connection then.
That, yeah, but that was what I was getting in there
No.
with.
Awesome.
So we'll just.
Excellent.
Yeah, okay.
What I've just asked for, Spirit, can you do that? What I've just asked for and talked about, can you do that for us, please, to one of my friends? Hello from California.
Hi.
Hello, Jackie. Where are we?
You should see the corset she's wearing underneath that.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm just zooming back out.
Oh God, no, you don't want that one.
I had a moustache. Come on, that's that.
Yeah.
Spirit, can you do what you gave me about half an hour ago to one of my friends?
I won't be your friends much longer, will they?
How are you feeling now, Chris? You're not doing
Hi, Trish.
No, you just.
It's
I want to sit with you.
trying to get in.
I want to sit.
That's all.
No, honestly, when
Right.
you